After watching TVC News at 10, let's turn attention to business now. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Ltd has clarified that a fire incident at a tank farm in Marine Beach, Apapa, Lagos, was at a depot belonging to HOGL Energy Ltd and not an NNPC Retail Ltd's facility, as circulated by early responders. In a statement signed by its Chief Corporate Communications Officer, Mr. Olufemi Soneye, the fire, which has since been extinguished, was as a result of petroleum product spillage within the perimeter of the tank farm. It said NNPC Ltd and other depots in the area have resumed loading activities. NNPC, however, assured that the incident will in no way affect petroleum product supply and distribution across the country. And away from there now, the Minister of Solid Minerals Development says no state in the country lacks solid minerals. Dr. Dele Alaki explained that over-dependence on crude oil and its associated challenges has underdeveloped the solid mineral sector. The minister was speaking at a forum on gemstones and jewelry in Abuja.
There is no state in this country that has not got one type of mineral or the other. Be it gemstones, be it solid minerals, be it critical metals, we have them all. So why should Nigeria be talking of poverty? If we had done the needful years and decades ago, if we had diverted our attention to this sector that is capable of sustaining Nigeria economically. But we didn't, because we had oil and we had free flow of petrodollars. And that shut our eyes to those critical sectors like the solid minerals, like the gemstone jewelry, or like agriculture.
The second seminar on failed bank cases took off in Lagos on Thursday, and this time seminar participants were justices of Federal High Court. Efian Ekop has more in this report.
Justices from Federal High Court attend the 2024 seminar on failed banks and other financial matters organized by Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation and the National Judicial Institute. The justices were taken through various provisions of NDIC Act and Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act BOFIA to update their knowledge on current issues in failed banks and the banking industry.
In matters that have to do with financial system stability, the courts are very, very active, very, very proactive, and the very circumstances themselves requires a lot of urgency. And of course, many of these cases will be given fast-track treatment, particularly when it has to do with the banking consolidation system.
Various speakers emphasized the role of judicial interventions in failed banks. The courts are expected to take strong positions in promoting sound banking system to encourage investments and enterprise.
It is not the usual norm, it is an exception, so workshops such as this enables NDIC, enables practitioners like my other seniors who have spoken before me and discussants to share thoughts so that judges or the various courts are brought to understand some of these technical areas.
On the issue of delays in winding up failed banks and paying depositors, NDIC boss explained inner works that must be tidied up.
Depositors should understand that what we pay immediately after revocation is the insured amount. Thereafter, as liquidator, we proceed to recover or to realize the assets, both physical and the loans and advances that the bank in liquidation has granted. And once we are able to realize those, we also announce to depositors that we are going to pay what we call liquidation dividend.
Seminar participants pressed efforts by NDIC and NJI to bring to the fore the issues relating to financial system stability. According to seminar participants, everyone must guard against systemic failure of the banking industry. Efian Ekop, TVC News, Lagos.
By leveraging technology, implementing online registration platforms, and adopting best practices in corporate governance, the CAC is driving a transformation towards a more business-friendly environment that encourages entrepreneurship and economic development. Registrar General and CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Mr. Hussaini Ishaq Magaji, emphasized the need for all POS operators to register with the Commission.
Realize that most of the businesses taking place in Nigeria are not legitimate businesses by the strict meaning of the words. In fact, it is where, as I told you now, we are creation of law and guided by the provisions of the HAMA. Is there stated in section 863 subsection 1 that no one, either as an individual or as association, to carry on any business in Nigeria without registering with the Corporate Affairs Commission. And these POS guys now, they are operating under the agent banking system. Agent banking system, it is a system regulated by the Central Bank of Nigeria. And the extant regulation for that business, it calls Agent Banking Policy 2013. So in that Agent Banking Policy, it stated in paragraph 4 clearly that no one should be given this POS terminal without having a legitimate business 12 months prior to the day he obtained that POS. That's to tell you, you can't be given, you are not eligible. You are not eligible to have a POS unless if you are in legitimate business. And by the provisions of the CAMA, to be a legitimate, to be a legitimate business, you must register in CAC. And above that, the agent banking entirely, if you go to the paragraph 1, he had listed that agent banking regulation that I'm referring. It has listed the classes of businesses to take place under this POS arrangement.
And to stock trading activities for the day, the stock market continues a deep downward as sales pressure stays. Index was down by 0.03% to show losses on investment. The losers were in the bracket of Transcorp, Etana Oil, UPDC, NEM Insurance, and Regal Insurance. The top trade gainers were Julius Berger, PZ, First Bank Holdings, FCMB, and Sterling Bank. And in the crude oil space now, prices gained earlier today with global benchmark Brent set for its first weekly increase in 3 weeks on signs of improving global demand amid stronger economic indicators from key consumers, China and the United States. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude rose to sell at $79.46 per barrel with an upward price reveal of 0.29%. Brent crude futures also experienced an uptick of 0.44%, selling at $83.64 per barrel. And Bonnie Light recorded an upward price margin of 0.35%, selling at $83 per barrel. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers are offering $82.95 per barrel, with an upsurge of 0.16%.